Hello everyone. So my dear students, in the previous video we have seen that how heat is transferred by conduction in a plane slab, okay? And we have seen the electrical analogy concept. So in this video we will be solving now, we will be driving equations like how heat will be transferred when there will be convection at the boundaries of the plane slab. So let us understand it carefully. Come to the board right now. So my dear students, plane slab with convection at boundaries. With convection at boundaries we are studying. So let us see a plane slab. So there is a plane slab. This is your plane slab. And let us assume there is a hot gas this side. So this side there is some hot gas, or we can say hot gases. So heat will be transferring like this in this direction. Okay, Q. So let us take the temperature of hot gas is TA and the heat transfer coefficient is HA. Okay. Let us take the temperature of the left face. As we already know, the heat is transferred in what? In the direction of X. In the direction of X there is a heat transfer. So at the left face what I am assuming the temperature is T1. At the right face what I am assuming the temperature is T2, and there will be some area for this particular slab. There will be some area for that particular slab. Okay. And there is a cold fluid on the other side of the plate. On the other side of the slab. So there will be cold fluid or cold air. Let us take cold air, and the temperature of this is TB and the heat transfer coefficient is HB. And let us take the length of this plane slab is L. Okay, my dear students. So now we are analyzing this case when there is a convection both sides, that heat will be transferred by convection because there is a gas, and due to this the gas will transfer heat to T1, that is left face of that plane slab, and this will be by convection. Okay, then there will be a conduction inside the plane slab. Due to this temperature drop there will be conduction in the plane slab. Then again there will be heat transfer due to convection, that is Q convection due to cold air from this surface area to that surrounding fluid. So let us analyze it. So my dear students, what is the heat transfer by convection, conduction, and again by convection? So can we calculate this? Yes, we can calculate. So let us say heat transfer by convection is given by heat transfer by convection. Heat transfer by convection is given by your Q convection is equal to, for the hot gases this side will be given by Newton's law of cooling. This is your HA into, that is the area by which the heat is transferred, into that the temperature difference TA minus T1. So let us take, this is equation number 1. So heat transfer due to conduction is given by what? By the Fourier's law. This will be given by minus Ka, that is dt by L. Dt by dx we are generally taking, but now we have seen this can be written as dt by L. Ka dt by L. Okay. So in which I am taking that T1 minus T2. So this can be written as kappa A into T1 minus T2 by L. Okay, let us take, this is equation number 2. So heat transfer again by convection is given by what? Newton's law of cooling. Newton's law of cooling in the surrounding fluid. This is Q convection. This will be given by HB into area A into T2 minus TB. That will be your third equation. Okay. So my dear students, can I have the temperature of all temperature drop in all the modes of heat transfer? Yes. Can I calculate TA minus T1? Yes. What is TA minus T1, my dear students? It will be Q because heat transfer, what I am measuring that plane slab with convection at boundaries, And number one assumption is there. I have not mentioned, that is steady state heat transfer. Steady state heat transfer. So when there will be steady state heat transfer, the all the heat will be equal to Q. So this will become equal to Ta minus T1 will become equal to will become equal to Q into 1 upon HA into A. Okay, and that T1 minus T2 will become equal to Q into L by Ka. Okay, my dear students. So again, T2 minus Tb is equal to what? Q into 1 upon Hb into A. Okay, my dear students. So by adding all these three equations, so let us take number 1, that is equation number A, equation number B, equation number C. So adding all, what we will have? If I will add, this will go T1 into T1 and T2 will go. So the remaining part will be Ta minus Tb. So let us see. If I will add all these equations, so adding all equations, adding A, comma B and C, we have what? Ta minus T1 plus T1 minus T2 plus T2 minus Tb is equal to Q into 1 upon HA into A plus L by Ka plus 1 upon HB into A. So my dear students, this will become, so T1 T2 this will go. So the overall temperature drop, which is Ta minus Tb will become equal to Q into, and that will be the overall resistance. This will be R effective. So this will be your R effective, and R effective you can easily calculate, that is 1 upon HA, that is your conductive resistance, and this is your this is convective resistance. This is also your convective resistance, and this is your conductive resistance, my dear students. This is your conductive resistance. So like this we will be having heat transfer in the plane slab. Okay, so in this case, my dear students, we will be having your Ta minus Tb is equal to Q into R effective, and we have seen the conductive resistance and convective resistance. So what will be the overall temperature drop? This will be what? The overall temperature drop will be what? Delta T. The overall temperature drop will be delta T. Let us see it. So my dear students, the overall temperature drop will be delta T. Okay, delta T. That is delta T, and this is nothing but your Ta minus Tb. That is temperature of the hot gases and temperature of the cold air. Temperature of the cold air is equal to Q, which is heat transfer, into R effective. So now can we have that electrical analogy concept here? Yes, there is a temperature drop. So from T1 to, that is your Ta. So there is some convective resistance here up to T1. Yes, there is a convective resistance, which is nothing but H by K. Sorry, this will not H by K. This will be 1 upon Ha into A. So again there will be some conductive resistance here due to some conductivity K. Yes, this will be L by K kappa A up to temperature T2. And again there will be some convective resistance from this T2 to Tb, and this will be given by 1 by Hb into A. So this will be your conductive resistance, and these both will be your convective resistances. Okay, my dear students. So what will be the heat transfer if I will take only one case? If I will take only this temperature drop, Ta minus T1. So if I will take Ta minus T1 is equal to Q into the resistance. What will be the resistance here? It will be R convective here, and heat transfer will not change. It will be same. So these kind of questions are asked in GATE. when they are asking temperature T1, they have given temperature TA, they have given all temperature TB, all the properties, and they are only asking for temperature T1. So then only you, after calculating heat by T2 to TB, these properties are known, you can easily calculate. So what is R convective? So we can easily have TA minus T1 is equal to R convective Q into R convective, which is 1 upon HA into A. Okay, my dear students. So you can easily have any temperature T1 or TA from this equation, my dear students. Okay. Now, so it will give the same result. So in this plane slab case, convection will be at both these sides. So there is convection at both sides. At both sides. Both sides. So there can be many examples when there will be convection at both the sides, like a coffee mug, hot coffee is inside, and there is a outside, there is cold air of the surrounding. There can be water in the bottle when there is a water inside the bottle is hot, and there can be cold air outside. So there will be heat transfer with a particular steel bottle. With the there will be heat transfer. Okay. Now, if I will see any other cases like heat transfer through a wall, through a house wall, there is surrounding air inside the house is very warm, let us say, and there is a heat transfer to the surrounding air. So all these are the applications of heat transfer in the boiler also, in the mechanical also, in the IC engines also. You are having number of numericals, number of questions, number of applications of this. So remember it carefully. So all these are very important for your gate. So that is your R effective, you can calculate from here, and you already know what is R effective. Okay, you can easily calculate, and that is very important for your gate examination. So focus on that. Okay, my dear students.